Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio. You're listening to the sounds of WTF Nation Radio.
Everybody, welcome one and all. Today is March 26, 2024. This is episode 165 of Pop Culture Warrior. It's the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening so you don't have to. I am CQ. That's what the little box says. And I am the Pop Culture Warrior. And joining me now is the beloved co-host. We all missed him so much last week. He is the man in the bubble. He's the Marine with the mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Mike.
Bitches.
I mean, we missed you.
I
missed
know.
you. We were so sad
course you
without
did.
you. We were so sad without you. We were sad. How's it going, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Yes.
Relaxed. Spent a weekend on the beach.
So,
An island. How was it up there in the cold? Fucking frozen tundra ass bitch. Fucking falling off bridges and shit.
don't talk about my bridges. It's a sensitive subject. The bridges are a sensitive subject. Tonight, obviously, we're gonna give you the same thing we give you every week, all the latest and greatest and what's happening. But in the second hour, we have joining us tonight one of the Power Ranger faithful. He played Wes in, I think it was Power Rangers Time Force? Ninja Steel? I don't know. One of the Power Rangers.
I feel like you should have known that before.
I get it mixed. Dude, there's so many. There's so many. If you weren't part of the original five, it gets all mushed in my head. But he was one of the Red Rangers. I believe it was Time Force. Time Force. Yeah. Yes. Power Rangers Time Force. He also made an appearance in Power Rangers Ninja Steel and a few others. He is Jason Font.
Probably the last time he'll be on our show. So enjoy it.
Jason Font will join us. And as always, because I am one for transparency, it is a pre-recorded interview. It is a truncated pre-recorded interview. It's about 35 minutes of an interview. He was very gracious. He had a very limited amount of time. He gave us as much as he could. And it was a great conversation. It really is. Stay tuned. It's a lot of fun. It's a great conversation. And I think you guys will enjoy it. And he's going to come back. He's going to come back in the future and do kind of a longer full sit down with us. But in the meantime, you get him as a guest, you think you'd have the right show.
Right?
Have you guys never watched this show?
A little tiny thing.
Have you never seen this show before? I don't know how to pronounce names. I don't know what shows they're on. I mean, come on. Real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Tom. What's up, buddy? I see Angry Elf spotlight here. I hope tonight's co-host is better than last week's shart of a co-host. Where do they get these guys? God bless you, Angry Elf. God bless you. Hey, over in YouTube, Mike and Lee and Sam. Hi, how you doing? Our YouTube people are you're watching us in vertical. So if you're watching from Facebook and all the other places, you're in widescreen format. But if you're watching from YouTube on Pop Culture Warrior, you're in vertical. God bless. We're trying all the new things. So, speaking of last week, and it was a great segue. Mike and Lee, it's me and my horse. God bless. I guess Mike and Lee and Sam, I guess, is McKinley and Sam? I don't know. Great name though, but it's him and his horse.
We don't pronounce words on this show.
You've obviously never watched this show because we don't know how to pronounce usernames, names, know where people come from. I don't know any of those things. But Josh is out there. Hey guy, how you doing? Hope everybody's having a good night. Man, I hope you're having a great night. God bless. Let's see. Oh, don't soup his head up. Scott says, finally, the best co-host is back. Don't get him all.
Scott just spits truth.
Oh man, don't get.
Go ahead
don't get him all yet.
Some free shit. What do you got back? Get him that drum set.
Just give him a drum set. What's your address? I'm gonna send you a drum set already built too.
Put together. It's like 5 hours of labor.
Yeah, it did take me a while to put the damn thing together.
No.
Jeremy says, "Present, not dead yet." That's how I feel.
Wearing a Ghostbuster outfit,
baby. So, if you missed it last week, like Mad Mike did here, we had went to GalaxyCon in Richmond, Virginia. I talked about the whole experience. One of the things that I talked about the most was I fell in love with this. This.
Oh my God.
I know, and I'm no salesman or anything like that, but this thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. And I've been emailing back and forth with the company that makes it, and a couple things. One, they were super appreciative of my raving review. But two, because they're such fans of me, and by proxy, fans of you guys, if you want to order one of these, I have a special code that will give you 10% off. 10% off. You go to uubgear.com. uubgear.com. You can get it's off of any of their stuff. This is specifically, I believe it's the Black Ops is what they call this one, the Black Ops, and it's the extended size. Because I'm a big fella, and you get 10% off, man. 10% off. Which
is that a purse? The fuck happened? I'm gone 1 week, and you just go full gay. Jesus Christ.
Okay, obviously you didn't
selling purses on here now, right? Fuck. Tell me it's a satchel. Okay.
So up next on the CQ channel, we have this lovely satchel.
Shredded leather or whatever.
It's padded and it flexes. It's great for your back. No, for those that missed it, real quick, because I'm not gonna go over it again. Go back, watch the last episode. Basically, I have back issues. It's well documented. I have a lot of back issues. Carrying around a bag full of equipment around Comic-Con and conventions kills me. Gotta do it. Kills me, but I gotta do it. This is basically it, kind of like a satchel, but it's like a leg holster. So it goes around your belt, like around your waist, and then one goes around your leg. So it sits to the side like a holster, basically. But when I say I fit everything that you, and you know, Mike, you've seen me carrying around my bag at a convention. Everything that was in there, everything fit into that little side satchel, whatever you want to call it. 1.5 billion pockets. I mean, there's zippers and pockets galore. It's Velcro on the inside. If you want to do a little concealed carry, you can't really see it. There it is. Little Velcro on the inside. Multiple pockets. Front. The whole front detaches if you wanted to add like other stuff or patches or whatever. I was able to there's holders inside. Let's see if I can get this on camera. There's like holders for cards. I have my business cards, pockets for cash, all types of stuff, side pockets. And because it's modular, whoa, you can use it in this is the holster, what am I going to say? Holster setup.
Oh.
But you could extend this because it's modular. You extend it. It can be a side bag, like a satchel, or you loop it through these loops and it becomes a backpack. Dude, it does everything. It fucking does everything. When I say I wore that around GalaxyCon for 6 hours on my hip, attached to my leg. Zero discomfort. Zero discomfort. I loved it. I loved it. Dude, I've been doing this show almost 5 years, and I have never raved about a product. Right? I'll say, oh, I like this, I like that, I like that. This is a game changer for me. I don't care if y'all don't buy them. I don't care. I really don't. I'm just letting you know I really enjoyed it. I love it. You'll see it on me when I start going to the conventions from now on. When I'm doing interviews, you're gonna see it attached to me because this thing is awesome. And they have like other like attachments and stuff you can buy that I might invest in because it's again quality product. It's handmade here in the States. Amazing woman does it. I'm gonna bring her on the show. I'm gonna bring out just got a different live. Okay. All right. That's sorry. That distracted me. I got a comment that said, I just got off a different live and it was so scary. Someone said, if y'all get me to a certain amount of subs, I'll kiss my stepmom. It was a grown man that had said that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all kill me. YouTube always has the best comments. YouTube always has the best comments.
It's like
they absolutely crazy.
So media.
For anybody that would want to purchase them, UUBgear.com. And if you put in at the checkout promo code, shocker, PCW10, PCW10, you'll get 10% off. Now, I am working with them. They're traveling this week. So next week we have a meeting. We're going to sit down. They're going to do a sponsored giveaway. They're going to do a giveaway. So somebody's going to win a free one. And some other, we're all this to say, I've been so pumped up the last few days because we're starting to see some movement in people taking us seriously. We're taking us seriously over here. And we're going to be getting more sponsors. There's going to be more sponsored giveaways. I've been doing because you've been making fun of me. I've been doing the live streams, like the Friday night hangouts. I've got a game company that wants us to play their game on the live. So they're going to give me one and then also going to give me one to give away. So these things are starting to pick up. I've got some great people interested in doing some really cool stuff. So needless to say, stay tuned. Lots coming. So that's all exciting. But yes, I like seriously, I love this thing. And I was concerned because I'm like, all I know is then a week later it goes by and this thing falls apart or whatever. As I was walking around the convention, I bumped into someone who had like not the exact same one, but it was the same, you could tell it's the same company. And I was like, oh, did you buy one too? She goes, oh no, I've had this for like 4 years now. Like I met them 4 years ago at a convention and I bought one. And I was like, oh, what do you think? She goes, I take it everywhere. She's like hiking, walking to the store. Like I take it everywhere. I love it. She's like, I bought more because I love them. And they're different designs and all types of stuff. Sizes, designs, all kinds of things. Anyway, enough of that. That's my free promo for the week.
So bored, right? I just like fell asleep right there.
That's funny. Everybody. Let's see. Sports Bar says, do they have payment plans for this man person?
Right. I'm just thinking like, man, nobody beat his ass, and then somebody else had it, and nobody beat their ass. Like, Jesus, I need to go to more cons and just.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. A lot of
nerd alert. I need little buttons where I can be like nerd alert, and it just flashes across the screen or whatever. Shit like that.
When are you gonna get the War Thunder ad money? Oh man, are you kidding? I'd love. Somebody's asking me about how do I get sponsors? You know what? Not when I'm live. Ping me on the side. We'll talk. You know where to find me.
You have to be good at something, and you have to try to do stuff. I don't know.
We could talk offline. I teach a class. Okay, so on to the pop culture news of the week. We now have a couple great stories to talk about. One of them being, we finally have an idea of Disney Plus, right? Obviously Disney Plus is going through some changes as all of Disney is, and we finally have an idea of what's coming up in the next couple of weeks/months. Obviously, X-Men 97 released. I know how much of a grumpy, Debbie Downer, narcissistic, pessimistic dude you are, but you gotta say you liked it. I mean, did X-Men 97? Tell me thoughts.
I didn't fucking watch it. I've been fucking camping for a week, you asshole.
That's right. You haven't watched it. Oh no. Watch it. It's awesome. I'll keep it short. It's awesome. It's great. They did such a good job, in my opinion, in capturing the feel of the original show while still you can tell, the animation's a little
pushing
bit
along
slicker.
The story like it should have been done originally.
Well, sure. But I mean, it's also like the animation's a little slicker, the sound's a little bit better. Everything is
slightly polished.
Somebody said you remind him of his drunk uncle that ate cake at the wedding before the couple did. That's pretty much. Hey, Keith, what's going on, buddy?
That's your fault for leaving the cake out early.
Angry Elf is in shock that you haven't seen it. He says, "Stop the show. Allow Mike to watch it. We'll wait." It's great. And one thing I will say is they made Cyclops kind of a badass. So something that the original show didn't do well, something the live actions have never done well, my man Cyclops is putting in work.
He's never been a badass. That's the
I
thing.
know.
And I thought about it after we talked about, tranny X-Men. Like, if anyone should be one, it should have been Cyclops.
I mean,
we got James Marsden. That's as close as you can get. I mean, it goes both ways.
Anyway, point being.
How do you make Cyclops? Well, I'll find out.
You watch it.
He comes in. He's got a new side holster for his notepads. It's totally badass.
You just watch it. Just watch it and then tell me your thoughts after. Like, because I need to know what. And don't judge midway. Like, watch the whole thing, then make a determination.
Oh, I prejudge everything. You fucking don't know me yet.
He says, I think he had a fanny pack just like you.
Exactly.
He did have a leg holster, right? Didn't he have like the thing that goes around his leg? Oh, God.
Fucking lasers out of his eyes and he has a leg holster. Like, what the fuck's that? It's just for his dildo.
That's where he keeps his. That's where he keeps his.
Need to recharge my lasers. Like, why is he shoving that thing in his ass?
He has a battery extender, right? The battery pack. That's where he keeps his extra batteries. Anyway, so we know X-Men 97's out now. We know that the next thing coming from Star Wars is Star Wars: The Acolyte. Have you seen the trailer for Star Wars: The Acolyte?
No.
Damn it, I wish I would have got it. I figured everybody's seen it by now. But did I? No, I don't think I
if only had a friend that had a pop culture warrior shirt.
You know what? I was like,
me constant TikTok. Stupid shit.
You're welcome. It's a cylinder. Anyway, that's inside joke. Inside joke. Anyway, Star Wars: The Acolyte is. I will say this. I saw the trailer. At first, I was like, I'm not. Yeah, the trailer got me, and that's what trailers are supposed to do. Like, they're supposed to hook you, but it got me. The show is basically a prequel to everything. It is for live action, or even even the animated stuff. But for everything Disney has put out, this is the furthest back. It is a century before Phantom Menace. So it goes way back, and it's basically, what they call like the Golden Age, or it was like the High
Republic.
High Republic, whatever. It's back then. It's when Jedis rule supreme, and they're just
thing. Yeah,
there's no Sith.
So they got rid of all the canon from the Lucas era that was really fucking good. They did some good books and stuff, and they're like, oh, no, it's too good for us.
Yeah.
And they were like, let's make our own, and that's their shit. Is the High Republic, which is like fucking so boring.
Yeah. So, needless to say,
So that's where the Acolyte starts.
the
Cool,
Acolyte,
figured.
yes, it's basically like the birth of Sith is basically all this is from Star Wars Acolyte. What they people say?
Yeah.
No, it's basically like the birth of the Sith, and we're gonna see the first like the Acolyte, the first person to kind of start following the Sith, and how that all I guess unfolds. So
That's where the old canon fucking
yeah.
bangs. That shit's fire, and they're not following that, so this shit probably sucks.
So yeah, we'll see. So that's supposed to be coming out June. After that, we've got Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries, which I think is like the third name change for the series. I think that's in the fall of this year, 2024. The only thing that's really come out of that so far,
it's like, who is anyone?
so apparently they said, which I can't believe. I looked at WandaVision came out 3 years ago. It feels like it didn't feel like that long, but it was 3 years ago. So this is a follow-up to the WandaVision series, and apparently 6 of the characters are returning. They haven't said which ones. Obviously, we know Agatha will be there, but they haven't said who else is returning for that show. But that's that. Following that is Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which, again, the only thing that I could find confirmed for that is Jude Law is going to be leading that series. Outside of that, no, it's live action. So
fuck, yeah. Jude Law does everything.
He does. He'll do anything.
He's like the Nicolas Cage of shit.
Why haven't I gotten Jude Law on this show? He does everything.
Right? Why he does everything? Get him a fucking fanny pack holster. Fucking.
I'm gonna offer him 10% off.
You gotta give him 20% off. Just buy him one, you guys.
What do you think? I'm made of money?
Yeah. Give him the goddamn drum set and give him a fanny pack holster. A used one.
All right. So then not the last thing. Second to last thing. Eyes of Wakanda is coming out later this year. That is an animated series. It's undated currently, but people have seen snippets of it saying it looks good. So I found this blurb. Eyes of Wakanda will tell the story of Wakandan warriors retrieving dangerous vibranium artifacts from around the world. So given that the show's announcement talked about how these warriors went out on such missions they said throughout Wakandan history. So it's very possible that this show could end up being a prequel to even Black Panther, or even going back further than Captain America Civil War, and can kind of run the gamut left to right of as far as when in the time, different stories throughout different time periods of those like spies and what they do. So that'll be interesting to see. That's an animated series set within the MCU canon. On the flip side of that, the last property of the 6 is they're finally releasing Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is, again, a name change from what was going to be called Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is an animated series. So the new official title is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's weird because even when they had announced it, remember, I don't know if you remember, there was confusion of like, oh, is this a Tom Holland thing? Is this an MCU thing? Is this like a Sony thing? And then it was like, was it live action? Was it animated? So right now, all the information we have is that it is animated. It's voiced not by Tom Holland, a guy named Thomas something. I forgot his name.
Is it like a kids show, like the little kid show, like 5-year-olds? And shit?
No, it's meant. I think it's meant more like. What's like the X-Men show?
They have one on Disney now, like Spider-Man and Friends, that type of shit or whatever.
Yeah, so it's meant more like the X-Men show, where it's meant for that. It's meant for younger viewers, but older viewers can still enjoy it, kind of thing. It is animated, and it is officially, they said it is not MCU canon. So much like the X-Men series is not MCU canon, neither will this new Spider-Man series that I guess tackles his, first couple years. It's like a Spider-Man Year One kind of cartoon. And it will not be canon. All right. Any thoughts on those Disney Plus shows?
tough fucking year for Disney Plus. They are not making any money.
Oh man.
They don't have shit to watch on there.
I
It's like you give us
mean,
some shit and like you would pump it up and then it's trash. You give us 5 episodes of a show. You need 12. A series is 12 episodes. Stop this 6, 5 bullshit. If you're going to do 5 episodes, just make a fucking movie. Stop wasting our time, making me wait every week, and then you do a 3 week in between bullshit. You're not HBO. Your shit's not that good. You know, you didn't spend $800 million making a fucking dragon show, like where you can show us 4 episodes and then wait 5 years and show us 4 more. Or we forgot what shit was going on. You got Starbucks cups and shit in there, and you're fucking giving us Agatha and fucking Black Panther cartoons. Like nobody wants to see this shit. Garbage.
Are you
I'm
done?
not looking forward to anything. Gonna cancel. I can't cancel because my freaking wife likes Disney.
And the kids, I mean, the guy, that's the where you gotta watch Bluey. That's
Plus
what
I get it
Bluey's.
free for Hulu. That's the only reason I got Disney Plus. It's a package.
All right, so
That's what saves them. Hulu and ESPN.
all that being said, you know who's really killing it? Honestly, I think in the streaming game, Amazon Prime. Prime
Fuck
Video
yes,
has
they
been
are.
putting out quality content. I
And they
mean,
don't care who the fuck you share your passwords with.
not at
It's
all.
included with your membership. It's like no extra
Yeah.
fee. Like
Well,
you
now they
could
got
buy
the
a bunch of
ads.
shit.
They've added ads though, which is, but again, you're getting it for free when you have a Prime membership.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
and they're just banging quality shit out left and right. It's just
they're making good stuff. They're making really good stuff. Great animated stuff, great live action stuff. I mean, great original stuff, great follow-up properties. It's so funny. Me and my wife were watching Masters of the Air on and that's on Apple Plus
Apple,
series, whatever. Which is great. It's a good series. But again, 8 or 9 episodes, and that's it. They're not even doing a second season because the story's over. It's based on a real story. And she's like, "Well, what are we gonna watch?" So we like flip through Netflix, and nothing's on there. We flip through. What was the other? We've Apple TV. We were already there, so we flipped through there. And we put on Prime, and we just started seeing banger, 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 banger. We're like, "Oh, all this stuff we want to watch." So yeah, we're gonna be on a Prime.
shit out, like fucking Reacher, all that shit.
Oh man, so good, so good.
That's where the what we talking about that game, Fallout.
The Fallout series,
crushing it.
The Boys, Invincible, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the new one is pretty good. Reacher, I mean,
there's that. It's not that popular, but I liked it. It's like Good and Evil or some shit. They did 2 seasons with the British dude.
Yep.
I think one of them was a Who.
Good Omens.
That
Yeah, that's a good one. Where's the angel and the devil? Yes.
There's like shit on there, and you're like, where was I? This shit came out? What the hell is it? And you're like, damn, that shit's bad.
So
Apple's kind of boring. Yeah.
A question about our opinion on Freevee. Thoughts on Freevee?
Like the free streaming service.
Yeah.
They did that James Marsden court show that was
right. What was that called? Jury
That
Duty.
shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, they got whatever. They got free movies. If you don't pay for cable, it's you can watch a bunch of old shits when they have it on there.
Yeah.
All the shit that Netflix drops and everyone else doesn't want to pay for.
Fair enough. Speaking of things, so just announced, very excited. So Skydance Media unveiled the first trailer for their new Marvel game that's focused specifically on Captain America and the Black Panther. They're using the state-of-the-art Unreal 2024. So it's the official title of this. So for those that know, they had announced this a while back, and it was called Captain America and the Black Panther, something like that. Apparently that wasn't a catchy enough name. So now the new title is 1943 Rise of Hydra. It's coming out next year, and I've got the clip for you now. So let me pull that up. And Mr. Mike there, I'm going to make sure you can hear it, because I'm assuming you haven't seen the trailer since you've been away. So let me switch so you can hear There it is. All right. And now I'm going to play it for you. All right. Stand by.
They're combing the streets. Searching house to house.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
I'm more concerned with the 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy. By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, Stanwasami.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem.
Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
All right. That was the trailer. I mean, that looks good.
Yeah.
That look. When I say I first stumbled across the trailer, because it was like live on whatever, and I was scrolling through it, and I'm like, it took me a second to realize that's digital. That's all animated. Like, it looks,
Yeah, it looks really
so good. So damn good. And I mean, obviously, animatics, CGI cutscenes can always be very
Super good.
tricky in getting you to be like, oh my God. And then you play the game and it looks like one of those mobile games where the guy just moves side to side. Was Black Panther involved in World War II?
Suns did that shit too.
Yeah. Which, I'm going to go back to, I've been playing the shit out of Midnight Suns. I love it. I love it. Was Black Panther involved in WW2? Yes, but not T'Challa. It's T'Challa's grandfather. No, not even his dad. It was his dad's dad that was involved in World War II. So in this game, that is, I forget his name, because there's T'Challa, T'Chaka, and then whoever his dad was.
T'Chandra.
Shashandra. Yes, that's who's the Black Panther, and obviously Steve Rogers. My only issue with that, and I've watched the trailer a few times now because I was like, what's bothering me? And I couldn't put my finger on it until just now. I don't like the face of Captain America, which is sad because I'm sure it's modeled off someone's face, and I'm gonna find but it just, maybe I'm so used to seeing Chris Evans' face as Captain America that this kind of round face, it
throws you off.
Yeah, it throws me off because Chris Evans has kind of that chiseled, thinner, harder jawline, And if you watch the trailer back again, you'll see this guy's got like nothing wrong. Not saying he's fat or rotund or anything, but he just has that kind of like wide jaw. Mike Lee says he's gonna leave, but he subscribed. Thanks for the laugh. Anytime, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Lots of good
They made
content
him
on
like
here.
a true army guy, you know. Those guys aren't in shape.
He's such an asshole. All right.
Lower PFT standards. and you
So
get what you
Scott
get.
says, let's see gameplay first before we say it's good. Too many games lately have been coming out where it's good cinematics and gameplay sucks. So accurate. So accurate. What I will say is, other than this trailer
Where's
that
this
came out.
coming out on? Is this a PlayStation fucking bullshit?
No, it's
If
gonna
it
be
is,
multi-
then let's
crossplay.
move on. I don't want to talk about it.
No, listen. So outside of the trailer that was released, there was also a tech demo that they did on stage. And so you got to watch like as the characters are walking around and they're playing. It looks good. One of the things that blew me away is that this new Unreal Engine they're using, like every detail matters. So for instance, and they're doing this from a dev mode just to showcase the technical capabilities. But like, there's a scene. Imagine it's it's Paris, World War II. It's winter, so there's snow on the ground, and so literally the guy's like, he goes, "Okay, add more snow," and you see like the snow, like obviously it's a dev mode, so like everything gets more snow and it starts to pile up. And he goes, "All right, now walk around," and you see he's leaving footprints in there. He goes, "Okay, that truck in the background, turn off the lights," and you see like the dynamic lighting and how the lights kind of bouncing off items. And he says, "Okay, add smoke. That barrel over there, make it on fire and add smoke." And you see this billowing cloud. Like, the tech looks amazing. Again, I can't speak to the gameplay itself or the story itself, but the tech demo was super impressive. They had the billowing smoke, and they said, "Okay, put that spotlight on," and you see kind of the spotlight kind of cut through smoke the way it would in real life, and it gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And they said they spent just as much time working on the elements, the background, the locations, as they did with the story and the characters and all that. Because they're like, we can make a super detailed character, and like so many games before it, if you don't spend that amount of time on the environment, you have this really good looking character running through fucking shitty modeled. It's like, if it's just a straight platform, like that's not reality, right? It's cobblestone and rock and dirt and like, watch the tech demo. If you're into that kind of stuff, man, it blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Let's see.
So what I hear is shit's gonna be buggy as fuck and work.
That is a possibility.
Tech demos for like Cyberpunk and all of them are fucking fantastic.
Oh
And
man.
then they're like, "Oh shit, other people have to play this game? Fuck, we didn't think of that."
Yeah. Oh man. You guys are just lampooning me tonight. I love it. Apparently, when I was talking about the guy's face, I got comments like, "You just described your face." The same way I feel about your face. Just blame the face on the polygon count for system resources. Oh man. Scott, that's good. Any word on microtransactions? Not yet, but I'm sure they're gonna be there.
You could buy the CQ fanny pack. $29.95.
But I'll get you 10% off though.
$27.85.
Oh man. All right. Anyway. So needless to say, that looks incredible. I am cautiously optimistic, as I would be with anything. It is. You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious. So
What triggers all that shit?
when
Is that
people
or you pressing shit?
no, when people put emotes and emojis into the chat, it virtually displays across the screen. So when somebody puts a laughing face or a poop or a eggplant, whatever,
Is there like a dick one?
the eggplant. That's what I was alluding to.
Let's do that. Someone do that.
Nice. Yeah, Scott's right. Scott's exactly right. Says get a black and white Captain America skin for $9.99, gold and silver Black Panther when you get the deluxe pre-order. But only the Target version, not the Walmart version.
For $99.99.
Yes.
Price.
Yes. And then you can get 19 inches of Venom too when you get the deluxe
play
version.
2 weeks or 2 days prior.
2 days early.
Wow.
Yep. There it is. There it is. There it is. Ow.
Someone's cut and edit that shit.
Oh man, I'm just waiting because I know at some point somebody's gonna start spamming that. I just know it. I have the ability to turn it on and off as needed, but people are having fun with it, so I enjoy it. Outside of that, oh yeah, of course, Scott, you can't forget the battle pass. Gotta have the you have to get the season to season back up there. Hey, hiya. Catch it.
Can't concentrate now.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Somebody's screenshot it.
Got him.
Anyway, what was I saying? I have lost the thread. I've completely lost the thread.
Talking about shitty game.
Yes, shitty games. That's right. Moving on. So, speaking of Marvel games, apparently it's the week for Marvel games because just dropped. Marvel Games is teasing a new game announcement. Now, we don't have much details about it, but this is what I got for you. First, take a look at this. They leaked this image, and basically, insider knowledge people are saying the rumor is that this is going to be a 6-on-6 shooter similar to Overwatch, where you would use all of the Marvel players. So obviously you can see Iron Man, you can see there's Namor, Doc Strange.
World War Loki down there?
I mean, that's a great question. I think that's Thor with his hammer. Somebody's throwing a ninja star. That's got to be Black Widow. Black Panther. I see Iron Spider. You see the little spikies? That's the Iron Spider, little spiky army things. I can't tell who's that in the bottom right. Female looking chica. Probably Rocket Raccoon's giant gun up there at the top. And is that a flying chicken just randomly off by himself? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. But as you can see, it's full of Marvel characters. Scott says, lame. Just give the Rainbow Six Siege operators Marvel skins and it'll be 10 times better than some off-brand Overwatch. I mean, yeah. Star-Lord. That's who that is. Okay, that's Star-Lord. Okay. I'm like, who could that be? Yeah, so that's all we know. It's gonna be announced apparently tomorrow. I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific, which is like what, 1 p.m. Eastern. So around 1 p.m. Eastern, Marvel is going to drop that game announcement officially.
Like Scott says, like that's all Marvel does is rehash other people's shit.
Yeah,
they gotta create some new shit from the ground up in a realm they're not popular in.
Here's the thing. Like, I look at it like the Apple methodology, right? Let someone else do it, show that it's successful, and then make it better. Do it, but make it better.
But in their case, better, they make it shittier.
In their case, they haven't done well.
Oh, well, like put a little bit of money, but it's going to cost more. Let's just release what we got. They're like the Warner Brothers of video games, is what they are.
I mean,
Warner Brothers does to movies, like DC movies. They do to video games.
You like what they need to do is not necessarily like. It seems like their methodology, again, comparing it to Apple, is let someone else do it, copy them, and just put our skin on it. But
yeah,
pay less money to make it, and just put rely on people's nostalgia and brand loyalty. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how you make a shooter with characters like Spider-Man, I guess his webs, I guess, are kind of like
Comes
bullets.
all over your face.
Uh,
I'm slightly disoriented. It
I
kind of
mean,
irritates me a little.
it's like, how do you use Captain America? Because obviously there's certain characters
Captain America fires a fucking shield at you at 100 miles an hour. What are you talking
Right,
about? How
but
do
I'm saying,
you, like,
but up
that shit
against
fucking hurts. You're gonna have permanent brain damage.
there goes the bananas.
Like Spider-Man, yeah, I get it. He's a little bitch. He shoots a little fucking. Oh, it's
Nice.
slightly like.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
ooh,
nice.
I'm tickled. I got tickled.
I mean, you know, it just, I don't know. It
Everyone else is like fucking plasma lasers and all kinds of shit. Spider-Man's like the gayest one of them all.
I guess you could hand pick certain characters, because I'm thinking like, so anybody that knows more, Magic, Ileana, she's got a sword and she has portal powers and things like that, but she doesn't have any kind of like projectile weaponry. But then again, you just don't use her. But you can, like, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, they can, throw things, or
Fucking Iron. They did Marvel vs. Capcom was like one of the most successful games of all time.
Yeah. So if it's
You
like
could totally
that,
do
just
it.
as a shooter, I mean, I guess it
Fucking
could
War
work.
Machine, Iron Man, there's plenty of shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Boaz.
Punisher, Blade, Rocket Raccoon, Star Lord, you get all those guys, and yeah, you could have a decent shooter. But 6-on-6 shooter, Jesus, spiders. Okay.
You got scared?
Yeah, it scared me.
Don't worry, big guy.
And this is a good one. I bet even without projectiles, they'll still have someone as popular as Wolverine in it.
Yeah.
Wolverine,
Hulk. Then make it work. Like
he
I said,
he shoots out his claws.
invincible.
Yeah, I know. He
Hulk
gets up
rips
close.
the ground up. I mean,
Well,
like I said,
he
they
would-
did Marvel
would
vs.
be like-
Capcom for years.
I was thinking he could be like a tank character where he doesn't have long distance, but it's almost like having Uzis up close, right? He'd be like a slice and dicer up close. I don't know. We'll see the announcement
Blade
tomorrow.
doesn't do shit. I mean, fucking, unless you're a motherfucking vampire, that guy ain't doing shit.
Dude carries Uzis. Dude carries Uzis, man.
Just beating up gays and trannies. That ain't helping nobody. That guy's fucking glowing over there. I got this.
Oh my God, you're going to
He's
hell.
glittering in the sun. I'll fucking kill him.
You're going to hell. You are
You're
just
dating a
you're just
lesbo.
going straight.
Got him.
Oh, you're killing me, Mike. We're gonna get banned.
Sidekick is a fucking redneck.
We're gonna so get banned. All right. So real quick,
Nobody can cancel us because we only have like 5 people that watch.
Wrong. Okay.
Scott's got our back, anyways.
Give Wolverine an AR. Hulk carries it at Mark 19. Hulk would carry like a 240 or something, but yeah. Anyway,
fucking Gatling gun.
So speaking of Marvel, in the movie side of things, there's apparently been some leaked promotional art for the new Deadpool movie, Deadpool 3. Now, I've said before, I don't want to share, what they call them, like leaked photos from the set that give away plot points and things like that. And this isn't official artwork, so for all we know, somebody could have made this and is just pushing it off. But I don't know. I kind of believe it's real. But check out this art that is apparently leaked promotional art for the film. And obviously, you've got Wolverine in what looks like it's going to be his uniform. You've got the different versions of which, by the way, if you look, that spells out Snikt, S-N-I-K-T, for the sound that his claws make, which I thought was very creative. But if this is real, this confirms that A, we're going to see multiple versions of Deadpool within the movie, which we kind of already knew. It had already been kind of leaked that there's a baby Deadpool, that there's the dog pool. But this would represent Kid Pool is the second one. And then one of my personal favorites, Headpool, which is the Marvel zombie version of Deadpool. If this ends up being real, and we're gonna see here's my only where I'm like, I have to temper my expectations, because I remember how hyped I got when they said, yeah, in Deadpool 2, we're getting X-Force. And they made all these announcements, and you had Terry Crews and all these dudes, and we're gonna have, whatever, Spitfire and all these dudes, and it ended up being like 13 seconds of the movie.
Yeah,
and was the
that was the
biggest
best.
troll of all time.
I love it because it just crushes your hopes like that.
It
And you're like,
does.
yeah, they're gonna do a whole movie. Like, they would never do that. They don't have the fucking money to do
I
that.
believed we were
The
gonna
guy's
get an
name
X-Force
is
movie.
Kepler Avocado. I don't think this is really going anywhere. And you totally you had the perfect opportunity to lay like some fucking perfect joke down here. You could have just like drew some stick figure, like a fucking dick and balls on a napkin and showed it, and
I
that would
still
have been a
believe.
solid fucking burn.
I believe that is real art, and that is promotional art for the movie that they would have probably released with like
everything. It could be like whatever, like that's what they do, and it'll be
They
2
have-
seconds
yeah,
of the
they
thing.
have
They'll
internal
just flash
stuff.
by it, and then that'll be
well, that's my so what my concern would be is that, okay, let me put it this way. I'm fine with them making a cameo. I'm fine with that, right? Like, just to be like, oh, look, yeah, I know you like this character, you like it, and they're done. I'm fine with that. But don't let, like, again, if this is real promotional artwork for the movie, don't advertise that shit if they're not going to be in the movie, right? How cool would it have been if you would have went to see Deadpool 2, which was an okay movie. It wasn't the best. It was good, though. But if you went into that not even knowing X-Force was supposed to be in the movie, and you'd been like, oh shit, they're putting together X-Force, and then then they go, oh shit, they're all dead. But you would have been like, oh, that was dope. That was cool.
Yeah.
But they really promoted the hell out of it, like X-Force was going to be in the movie. So I just hope
I like, and then people like you ruin that shit for me because I'm like, it's just fucking. It's gonna be the whole movie.
X gonna give it to you. They're gonna give it to you.
I'm like, just don't tell me shit. And then I go in there, it's like 2 seconds, and I was like,
yeah.
We pull on my phone and call up CQ, like, hey, bitch, how did that work out for you?
Anywho's it's. So yeah, so we have that to look forward to. I don't know. I hope. All I can do is hope, right? That's all I can do.
Like how Marvel's like totally claiming Deadpool now because they have nothing else. Because damn.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Stop clicking shit. You just cut me off on my rants. Now, like, fuck me, I got time for this shit.
You're fine. I just like messing with you. Okay, moving on. Let's step away from, we got a few minutes here till the top of the hour. Let's step away from Marvel for a second. I know everybody's so happy.
I don't know if you talked about it. I'm gonna interrupt you. I saw Dune 2. That shit was fucking badass.
You liked it?
I know it came out like 3 weeks ago. We fucking haven't talked about it. We talk about Marvel.
By all means, I will give you the floor. Please, tell us of Dune 2.
Fucking phenomenal movie. The first one was like, oh, it was slow, boring, whatever. I watched on HBO, so I was like, that's fucking great. I didn't pay shit for it. And then Dune 2 came out, and everyone's like, you're gonna see Dune 2? I'm like, I'll wait for it to come out on HBO. And then it got like a 9.0 on IMDb, and everyone's like, it's fucking great. And then when I watch it, yeah, it's fucking badass.
Yeah. What? You can see, guys, why I rely on him for our reviews. What about the movie was bad? Like, was it great CGI? Was it great acting? Was the story good? Was the writing good? Directing?
Everything's fucking good. When I say it's badass, it's a fucking total package. It means it's, the best movie you'll ever see in your fucking life. I don't give compliments. So go watch the fucking movie. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
he's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He is not wrong.
No, everything was well done. The only problem I have are two things.
Mm.
It's you have Timothy Chalamet,
Yeah.
Champagne. I don't know the fuck to say that guy's
Timothy
name.
Chandelier.
Yeah, Willy Wonka, Spider-Man's girlfriend are
Uh-huh.
like the two like badasses in the movie, and they're both built exactly the same.
They have interchangeable
They're
body
like
parts.
60-pound like fucking skeletons, like flying around, like beating the fuck out of like fully armored, like 250-pound fucking, dudes and shit. It's like,
It's funny you should mention
shit
that.
ain't flying. That shit ain't flying. I don't care how much you slide and you flip. Like, motherfucking jujitsu ain't fucking flipping no 300-pound motherfucker.
Oh man.
You're
Listen.
also not stabbing him with a 2-inch knife.
The funny thing is there was a video that came out as they were doing the press tour for Dune 2 as a tie-in on Fortnite. They got skins, both Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya.
God damn, Fortnite has like so much fucking money.
They do have so much money. So anyway, there's a video out there, you should go watch it, where they do a reveal. They have Zendaya, they have Chalamet because they're doing the press tour, and they said, "Hey, we got a reveal for you, of your skins in Fortnite." And they show it, and it's so funny because like you were saying, side by side, they kind of look like if you had if you pop off the head,
darker than the other.
If you pop off the head, I swear the bodies are identical. So it's hilarious. You watch that video; it's pretty funny. And I think he even meant he's like maybe she said it or he said it, I forget. One of them was like, "Oh, I wish I looked like that" or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, kind of." Anyway,
cheeseburgers. I don't know. But no, it was good. They did a really good job.
Fortnite got all the money because kids putting their parents into debt. Hey, there you go, Scott. Scott, he's right on it. Mad Mike spends so much time being negative on things. When he says it's good, it's gotta be good. Yeah. There you go. He has never said a nice thing about this show, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Fucking dudes up, watching the Marines.
Motherfucker. Anyway, so where did I leave
Josh Brolin? Fuck, you can't go wrong with Josh Brolin.
Hey, they've got isn't Batista in that?
Yeah, but he acts the same in every movie.
Yeah, it's just
like,
Batista.
oh, that's the Guardians guy.
Yeah,
it's
like
the extent of his range was tracks. He's not gonna top that.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a whole side tangent about, but anyway, we'll move on from that. But did you say everything you wanted to say about Dune 2 so I can move on to other than Marvel stuff?
I want to talk about Ghostbusters, but I didn't watch it.
I want to talk about it, but I didn't watch it. I just want to talk shit about it. I didn't watch it, but I just want to talk shit about it.
I like the other one. I think it's cool. I mean, the only thing I don't like is they make a fucking Cadillac fucking station wagon sound like a goddamn
good idea.
Like it's fucking Fast and the Furious Dodge Charge. The fucking shit's like, like, goddamn, is that thing got 1,000 horsepower? What the fuck?
Hit the nitro, Egon. Hit the nitro.
Slow, like here in New York City. Like, why do you need so much power?
That and then you see all the trailers, and they're just peeling out corner to corner.
Like, no.
Like, have you ever been in New York City?
I've worked on that car. That shit's slow as a motherfucker. That shit doesn't go. It barely wants to move.
Not only that, but like, you can't go 15 feet in New York without slamming on the brakes.
That shit's like, they're in like 5th gear. I'm like, that only had 4. Like, they only use 1st gear in New York City. When when people leave New York City, they're like, holy fuck, what's going on with the car?
They only use brake and neutral, and it just rolls. Anyway, couple more quick things, quick hits for you before we toss to the break. Netflix. If I told you, Mad Mike, Adam Sandler has a deal with Netflix, right? And he's done a bunch with Netflix. He did a bunch of them.
Over? I thought he only had to do like so many movies. Did he extend it? Jesus,
Well,
he's a Dak Prescott of fucking Netflix.
Oh, that's so good. Where it's like it's just good enough, and it keeps sticking around somehow. But never gonna win awards, but you know,
Fucking Mike McCarthy over here.
But if I said to you, of all his hits, right, going back to, I don't know, what's his first big hit?
Hits?
I
Billy
mean,
Madison.
Billy Madison, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Waterboy,
Billy Madison,
Happy Gilmore.
And
You
then
know,
he just fucking tanked after
there
that.
were some hits there. So if I asked you, Mad Mike,
Overboard.
and I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask the
that's
audience. Let me
fucking
ask the
jam.
audience, and I want to hear your thought. In the audience, if you were gonna make a sequel of any of those movies, what would your choice? What would you want to see a sequel made for? So please put it in the comments. What would you want to see a part 2 from of an Adam Sandler film?
Jesus
Wedding
Christ.
Singer is another great one. Yes. Mad Mike, what would your choice be?
I think I know what it is because
But
I saw.
I didn't. I don't want to. I don't want to know. It's not a guess game. I want to know from you. What would your choice? What movie would you want to see made a sequel of in the Adam Sandler
None of them.
universe?
I don't want to see another one. What
If you
one
had to.
would I have wanted to see? Like maybe back in the day when I was like, would be Happy Gilmore too. Like, but would he fuck it up? Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'd go with. I feel like The Wedding Singer is a good movie. You don't need a sequel to that.
Fuck, nobody liked Wedding Singer.
I was never a big fan of Happy Gilmore, or not Happy Gilmore.
Billy
Billy Madison. I just didn't. I didn't. There's a couple scenes that I like,
It's
but
like
as a
his
whole,
burgers, like you got to get over that SNL. Like, I feel like when you're on SNL, it's like you got to kick off. There's like every movie you watch when it's like the person's first movie
yeah,
from SNL, it's like the same shit. It's like, what the fuck are they?
it's just a long version of it.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to improv or I don't know.
Little
just a bunch of
Nicky. Little
skits.
Nicky's the one that I think, and Scott said it, but I think Little Nicky's the one where I'm like, I feel like you could have a fun premise. You'd have to have a really good reason to do it. But I feel like there's, he has kids now, and his kids are trying to figure out, do they want to be more like angels or more like demons? Like, I feel like there could be something interesting, and that's
with that instead of that fucking stupid fucking Halloween movie. Was it Hobie Halloween or some
oh my
shit
god, I
that
didn't
he
even
did?
watch. I didn't watch that junk.
The kids watched it. And I was like, what the fuck are we watching?
Yeah. Anywho's it's. The reason I bring it up is because it's been officially announced Netflix is teaming up with Adam Sandler for Happy Gilmore Part 2. It's been rumored for a while, so we will be seeing a sequel to Happy Gilmore. There's no real news on what the story will be, although if I had to take a guess, I'd love to see like Happy Gilmore on like the senior PGA tour. Like he, I don't know what's the limit or what's the earliest minimum age?
This is how I knew. Can you see that?
Oh yeah. Shooter McGavin over there
He's
was.
like, I gotta lose to this guy. There we go.
Yeah. So the actor that plays Shooter McGavin is basically confirming he'll be back for the sequel.
I gotta lose to this guy in the sequel.
Yeah. So, but I would love to see it where, like, let's say the minimum age for the senior PGA tour is like, I don't know, 55, 60. I don't know off the top of my head, but
it's like
is it 60? I don't know.
Something.
Google shit.
Just whenever you stop, you can't compete in the regular one.
Yeah. So I would love for him to be like just short of it, but like realizing he's getting beat by everyone in the regular PGA. So like he figures, I'll just go play against the seniors, and has to like figure out a way to like backdoor his way into
be able to do it. Like he's gonna try to do a swing and his back's gonna go out.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be fun. Like he's doing that, and then like towards the end, like Rory McIlroy or something just starts beating his fucking ass. Like
something, yes.
It's kind of like a reverse Bob Barker.
Yes. Yeah, so it says, but Chubbs and Bob Barker are dead. They really can't pull off the best gags from the first movie. Yeah, that's the interesting part, is that a lot of like when people think of highlights of Happy Gilmore, they think of, besides him, slap shotting the ball, they think of, Chubbs, it's all in the hips. Or they think of, The Price is Wrong, bitch, and him boxing Bob Barker. So yeah, it'd be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Scott says, Big Grandpa, instead of Big Daddy, Big Grandpa. His 18-year-old kid knocks up some chick, and now he's got an unemployed 18-year-old at home and a newborn, and he has to deal with that. Yeah, I mean,
toll booths are all digital.
Yeah, it's plausible. It's plausible. He's the last toll booth operator in the entire state of New York. And it's like one of those booths that's not even on a major road. It's like some under bridge tunnel that like it's like 14 feet long, and he's just the sole guy. Nobody ever has change, and yeah,
he's just scraping like.
I mean, look, he's had some hit. Uncut Gems was a big one for him. He did the one with his girls that was super popular. I don't know, something to do with the.
Well, the reason he got the Netflix deal was because the studios didn't want to release his movies because they're all bombing.
Yeah,
because Pixels was like the last straw. They're like, you gave us
Pixels
bedtime stories, and you followed that up with Pixels, and you did 5 Netflix.
Yeah, which those did well. But you know what the thing is?
It's Netflix.
It's like I feel like when you say something,
nothing better to watch. What are you gonna watch? Like
But my thought is just like you watch Dune, right? The way you said, I had it. It was there. It was free, so I watched it, right? So it's a weird statistics to go. Well, it did well.
In his career, it's like, yeah, I'll watch it for free on Netflix, but I'm not gonna pay to see it.
What? Patrick says the horrible movie Click. Maybe I'm in the minority. I enjoyed Click. I thought it was a fun movie. It has a good message. Enjoy the things you have, while you have them.
It was like, there was another movie that was similar that wasn't as fun.
Yeah. You fast forwards through his life and I mean, I'm a sucker for time travel movies, which I know that's not necessarily a time travel movie, but it's more of a
too. I watched
hopping.
it for free too. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, and you got Christopher Walken. You got Walken over here.
He was in Dune. Oh my god, I thought he died. I didn't know he was still alive.
He was in a Super Bowl commercial.
Holy fuck, he looks so bad.
He's old. He's terribly old.
They're like, I was like, he's not moving. Like, fuck, dude. The fat dude with a bad spine has more movement than the Emperor. And Timothy Chalamet's like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bitch.
I'll fuck you up, Walken.
I'm like, goddamn. Christopher Walken's old ass has more muscle than your skinny ass bitch. You better calm the fuck down.
What is he like?
Challenging Elvis Presley up in this bitch. That guy's gonna rock your ass.
Oh man. No, I love the idea of like Walken being so old but still wanting to do movies. So they have to like puppeteer him like one of those puppets for like old Star Wars style.
It felt like he was like the fat dude. They were just like fucking.
It's just their puppeteering
that bitch.
Like just say your lines and we got you. We'll move it for you.
I got a fever.
I got a more. It needs more spice. I need more spice. For Scott. All roads lead back to Dune 2 for Mad Mike.
That's right.
Tie it all together.
Ring, bitch.
Okay, a couple quick things, and then we're gonna toss it to the interview. The other quick story is apparently the Saints are back, baby. A new Boondock Saints movie has been announced. It's going to be the third movie of the franchise, or is it the fourth? Third.
It's the third. And they keep waiting so long, and those guys need to stop doing drugs if they're going to keep doing these fucking movies. Fucking Sean Patrick Flannery looks like Christopher Walken at this point. Might as well have him in them, motherfucker. Like, I mean, Norman Reedus looks normal. Like, he looks pretty much the same.
I was gonna say, he doesn't look normal. He looks like Norman Reedus.
He's like fucking just so much cocaine, and he's like, he looks so bad. He's got like hair plugs and shit.
So
Wait,
here's
he's not
the
coming
thing.
on the show.
No, he's not.
Is he lined up? He's not anymore.
Not anymore. Cross that name off the list. No, it's funny
Bob
because
Marley though.
here's the thing. So like Sean Patrick Flanery was a good looking dude, and he was like, you know, Hollywood handsome and all that. And like Norman Reedus was like this, like
You're like,
drugged
what the
out,
fuck?
strung out
Yeah.
at that young age. He was this strung out. You're like, man, he looks terrible. But like as the years have gone by, Norman has stayed the same. He aged into his look. And Sean Patrick Flanery has just aged past him.
It's like, who the fuck is that? What the fuck's wrong with this face? Like, what's going on with this hair?
That's so
it's just
funny.
so sad.
You know when they say like, oh, a kid will, you know, grow into his ears because he has big ears as a kid. Like Norman Reedus grew into his like strung out look.
Yeah.
Now you're like, okay, yeah, he's like
just
50.
like owned up to it. Like he's
Yeah.
just fucking like, yeah, whatever.
He looks great for 50. Like he looks great. But he's looked like that
That's
since
what
he
I
was
remember
20.
from part 2. I'm just like, God, I wanted the movie so bad, but I was like, just
Yeah.
God damn, that guy looks like shit.
So yeah,
I can't wait for part 3.
Yeah. So apparently, Sean Patrick Flanery and Norman Reedus will both reprise their roles as the original Saints, and in this one, the rumor is that they'll be training a new generation of vigilantes, which I want to see how they take what is a very 90s, you know, best way I can describe it, Columbine Matrix style nonsense and put it in a 2024 context where everybody has their, you know, like, you can't go shoot up that building. I've got my no guns allowed.
Like
And
the original like John Wick, but it was like you had the Professional, and then you had the Boondock Saints. It was all like that same kind of shit or whatever.
all in the same, the same genre. So yeah, but like John Wick can realistically do its thing because it shows you that world is drastically different than ours, right? I mean, A, they're all still using flip phones and shit. But B, like that's you know, they made the world fit. Whereas Boondock Saints is especially 1 and 2 were meant to be like
in
our
Boston
world, in the regular
yeah.
world, and it's just these guys are doing very ridiculous things in it. Yeah, I hope they could recapture the magic of the first one. The second one was
It wasn't good.
wasn't good. So I hope that they can kind of
They're
recapture
like
that
low
first one.
budget movie.
Yeah,
You get what you get. I mean, they're
You get
not.
what you get.
They're probably $1 million budget. Yeah, it's like Super
Maybe
Troopers and
if
shit.
that. Yeah. Well, and in the age of streaming, you get it. You know, we don't know who's going to release it yet, but
Yeah.
like you get that
Probably
Amazon
on
Prime money.
Freevee yeah,
No, you
Amazon
get that-
Prime. That shouldn't be
they'll-
bad as fuck.
They'll put some time and effort into
Or
it.
they wouldn't on Netflix with fucking
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Now you get it on Hulu, and there's a problem. But
That Disney shit, that shit'll be weird as fuck.
yeah. All right, last one, and then we will go to a break. I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't know how to feel about it, so I'm just gonna play it.
I will tell you how to feel.
That's why I need you. That's why I need you here.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna play it, and then we'll discuss. So stand by.
Huh.
Please tell me how I should feel about this one.
I don't know. Like, it's another. I don't know why they wait so long to make these fucking movies. Beetlejuice. I like a huge Michael Keaton fan, but like, fuck. That is a time, like a certain time and a certain place for that movie. The 80s were the time. Like, the 80s were fucking, everyone was on cocaine. It was fucking, that shit made sense back then. You're like, all fucking coked up. You're like, the guy's fucking dead. He comes back. He comes out of a model fucking shit in the person's attic, and there's a statue that fucking grabs people and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And you got a fucking big fat gay fucking guy spray painting everything.
The
They're in the middle of New
sand
England, and you're like,
sharks, the
fuck.
sandworms.
The sand sharks, like
giant
fucking, you're like, what
sandworms.
the fuck? You're like, yeah, that shit's fucking, that's fucking bad. Nowadays, you're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will see it because it's like, that's the shit we grew up on, but do I think it'll be good? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like, Beetlejuice. And it's like, well, I feel like they're going to give us too much Beetlejuice. It's not going to be relevant. Exactly. Streaming.
Yeah. Yep. It's true.
not a movie anyone wanted. It's way too late to ever do it. Like even when
Yeah.
it came out, people fucking hated it.
Yeah, like
Like
it took a
nobody
while to
wanted to
become a
watch
cult
it.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It
And
was
they're
it was
like,
one of those
oh,
that
fucking Mr. Mom's in this movie, and then he's gonna be Batman. And they're like, we got Beetlejuice and Mr. Mom playing Batman.
yeah. What decade are we in when we have Michael Keaton playing Beetlejuice and Batman in like the same year? Like what decade is this? What anybody know what year we're in? Because
Cocaine is expensive.
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
But yeah,
Listen,
it's like, and I know like what's her name does anything because she's got to steal purses and shit.
Winona Ryder.
Of course she'll do whatever is offered her, and like it's not something we needed. It's not something we really wanted. They're just banking on the nostalgia of us going to see it, and it's like there's no. Is there a story there? What the fuck is the story? The original story was fucking convoluted as shit too.
It was, yeah. Well, yeah, I heard a funny story, and this is true. I've heard a funny story that Tim Burton never wanted to do a sequel to Beetlejuice, and the studios kept hounding him for a sequel. So eventually, he got so pissed off that he wrote a sequel called Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii. And literally, they did storyboards for it, and it's like Beetlejuice with like a little floaty, and he's like wearing like a
it's like all the shit from the cartoon.
Yeah, and like literally, that's what he did, just because he made it purposefully terrible, just so they would leave him the fuck alone about it. Because he's like, this is the movie I want to make, and he didn't want to make one.
Fucking brilliant, dude.
So
it's like, what the fuck, dude, did you do? Like he owes somebody. Like. He wants to make another movie, another claymation movie, and they're like, give us a Beetlejuice too. And he's like, fuck.
Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached that time where we're late, but like I said, it's a short interview, so that's fine. And in fact, we won't even take a break. We're just going to shoot straight into the interview. Mr. Mad Mike, you're going to hang out for another 30 or so minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, you can be dismissed. You can go do what you got to do.
Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom, but you can play the clip.
Stop chugging monsters before the show. All right, everybody. Without further ado, later than usual, but it's fine. We love you. We appreciate you. I introduce the great interview of Mr. Jason Font. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Pop Culture Warrior. I am your host, CQ, as always. And I am super excited because my guest tonight is an actor who was born in Chicago, Illinois, and has been acting since he was a young adult. He is best known for playing Wes Collins, the Red Time Force Ranger, and his future counterpart Alex in the Power Rangers franchise.